The entire American government is doped up on dementia medication while voting on your future.
Only one senator out of 100 is under 40, while dozens are way past it. That caught the eye of Washington Post reporter Roxanne Roberts.
As of today, it has 5 members who are in their 80s, including Feinstein and Chuck Grassley, who will be 88 in September. And it has 23 members who are in their 70s, and a few of those are poised to cross into their 80s shortly.
How does that even happen? From McConnell to Feinstein and Biden, these people have been in power for over 150 years combined, accumulated more wealth than they can spend in this life and the next. What on God's green earth are they holding on for? This whole thing is an exercise in elder abuse.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator.
Being the most dangerous commentary show on Beyonce's internet comes with its own set of challenges. YouTube time and time again refuses to promote our videos because we have very controversial takes on extremely sensitive subjects. So chances are, if you stumbled on this clip by accident, you'll never get to see our content again unless you hit that subscribe button. It only takes 1 second. But either way, we're glad you're here. And now, back to the clip. The week this week goes out to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Seen here looking impressed by his grandchild's first steps. McConnell has been in the news as of late following episodes of what looks like neurological freezing while in the midst of addressing reporters. Just see the geriatric receipts.
Senate's top Republican Mitch McConnell appearing to freeze in front of cameras, trailing off and staring ahead for more than 30 seconds.
What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator. Penny.
Yep.
I'm going to head outside, so come with us. Okay.
McConnell was eventually able to answer a few questions before leaving, but the incident was similar to this one in late July, when McConnell appeared to freeze mid-sentence during a press conference on Capitol Hill.
It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
McConnell's office telling ABC News after both incidents that the senator felt lightheaded. But his health has been in the spotlight after he fell in March, suffering a concussion and fractured rib. Then in July, a second but minor fall on an airport jet bridge. And sources adding he started using a wheelchair at times to get around. Both Democrats and Republicans wishing McConnell well.
We have disagreements politically, but he's a good friend.
Across the aisle, Democrat Diane Feinstein facing questions about her health too. At 90 years old, she is the oldest sitting member in the Senate, briefly hospitalized earlier this month after tripping over a chair and recently appearing confused at a Senate committee hearing.
The entire American government is doped up on dementia medication while voting on your future. How does that even happen? From McConnell to Feinstein and Biden, these people have been in power for over 150 years combined, accumulated more wealth than they can spend in this life and the next. What on God's green earth are they holding on for? Your dicks don't even work. This whole thing is an exercise in elder abuse. Their handlers should all be dragged to The Hague and tried for crimes against humanity. You can tell that they're used to seeing these kinds of episodes. And yet, still rolling Gam to the assembly line in order to squeeze the last bit of legislative marrow out of her frail bones. These people are vampires. How is this even possible? 58% of the country is under 38 years old. Yet only 5% of Congress fits that age demographic. Sure, people know Joe Biden at 80 years old is the oldest president to ever serve in office. What they do not know, however, is that there are 14 members of Congress that are older than Joe Biden. It is beyond time that we make ageism great again. We need a constitutional amendment stating that you can vote on legislation that would take effect after you're dead. You have no skin in the game. Your intentions cannot be trusted. How does Mitch McConnell, a man who used outhouses because he was born before internal plumbing and learned how to read by candlelight, get final say on the U.S. energy policy? It is absolutely preposterous.